The state of Israel has officially violated the truce in the Gaza Strip, and it is facing backlash over its large-scale attacks on the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. Now, Iran has called the Israeli campaign of bombardment to be a continuation of genocide against the Palestinian people. World leaders, including the European Union, have called for an immediate end to the relentless campaign of bombardment. The Palestinian Authority has said that the Israeli artillery fire has killed well over 400 Palestinians in just the last 24 hours. And after weeks of failed efforts in agreeing to an extension of truce that was agreed on the 19th of January, the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu ordered for the Israeli military to restart this war on the Gaza Strip. Now, Israel is accusing Hamas of rejecting the ceasefire proposal, claiming that the Palestinian faction has refused to release the remaining hostages. Now, the Israeli government has been threatening to launch an offensive for weeks. Israel says that it is targeting the Hamas leadership, which has re-emerged in recent weeks to again take control of the Gaza Strip. In its recent attacks, Israel has killed high-profile Hamas leaders. It includes the head of Hamas government in the Gaza Strip at the moment, that is Issam al-Dalis, the Interior Ministry head Mahmoud Abu Watfa, and the Director General of the Internal Security Service Bahjat Abu Sultan. Now, Hamas has accused the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu of deciding to resume war after an impasse on truce negotiations. Now, Hamas has said that the Netanyahu government deliberately overturned the ceasefire agreement, exposing the Palestinian prisoners to an uncertain future. On the ground, the Israeli forces have issued more evacuation orders for the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. The Israeli tanks have been shelling different areas in Rafah in the southern part of Gaza, forcing many families who had returned after the ceasefire to leave their homes again and to head north to Khan Yunis.
What is the guilt of this child and all these children who spent the whole night in fear, horror, and death? They saw body remnants and horrific scenes. I, as an adult, couldn't bear to see what those children saw last night. It was very hard. People, women, young and old, everyone was very much in horror.
Now, Israel expanded its military operations in the northern part of the Gaza Strip. It has bombed several locations, including the northern Gaza city and Deir al-Balah, Khan Yunis and Rafah in the central and southern part of the Gaza Strip as well. The Red Cross and world agencies have sounded an alarm over the worsening healthcare facilities in the Palestinian enclave. After 15 months of relentless bombing, the partially functional hospitals are again unable to treat the increasing number of patients who have been brought in. Now, the common people within the state of Israel are accusing the Netanyahu government of endangering the lives of the remaining Israeli hostages in the Gaza Strip.
The hostages, they don't care about the hostages. As far as they're concerned, if we are not here, if we don't remind them about it, as far as they're concerned, the hostages can stay there. For them, they're a burden, because all they want is to keep their chair, is to keep themselves in power. That's all they care about.
The experts say that Israel has now had capabilities that it lacked 6 weeks ago, as it has received more bombs and ammunition and other weapons from the United States. Many are also calling these recent attacks on the Gaza Strip to be a clear diversionary tactic by Netanyahu. Protests have erupted in Israel as Netanyahu is seeking to dismiss the head of Israel's internal security agency, Ronen Bar. Benjamin Netanyahu and the Shin Bet head, Ronen Bar, have been engaged in a public spat in recent weeks over reforms to the agency, which has been accused of failing to prevent the 7th of October attack. Separately, Shin Bet has been conducting an investigation into some of Netanyahu's aides for allegedly receiving payments from Qatar even as the Gaza war has raged.